It was a Friday evening when I got a casual text from Emily, my wife of 7 years. "Hey, having a girls' night tonight with Claire and Sophie. Don't wait up," she typed, accompanied by a smiling emoji. I didn't think much of it at first. Emily had her friends, her social life. I responded with a simple "have fun," and continued with my evening routine. About an hour later, I noticed something strange on my phone. A notification from our home security system indicated unusual movement in the living room. I frowned, puzzled, because Emily wasn't supposed to be home, and I had the house to myself. Hesitating for a moment, I tapped the app and watched the live feed. My heart dropped instantly. There she was, Emily, in our living room, but not alone. A man I didn't recognize was with her, and the way they interacted left no room for doubt. It was intimate, unmistakable. My mind raced. An hour ago, she texted me about a harmless girls' night, and now I was witnessing something that shattered everything I thought I knew. I took a deep breath, forcing myself to stay calm. Panic wouldn't help. I quickly activated the recording on the live feed, saving every second as evidence. My hands shook, but my resolve hardened. This wasn't just a fleeting mistake, it was premeditated deception. Emily had lied to me, manipulated me, and now she was betraying my trust right under my nose. I replayed the footage, trying to absorb every detail. The man's face, her expressions, the casual ease with which she acted. It all screamed familiarity and confidence. She wasn't caught off guard. She wasn't ashamed. Emily was brazen. And that realization cut deeper than the act itself. By the time she left, I had already formulated my next steps. This wasn't a moment for confrontation. It was a moment for strategy. I needed undeniable proof, not just for my own understanding but for the eventual confrontation. I downloaded the video, backed it up in multiple places, and even time-stamped it to ensure there could be no claims of tampering. That night, I barely slept, replaying the footage over and over, imagining how she would react if she knew I had caught her so clearly. I felt a mix of anger, disbelief, and determination. Emily had crossed a line, and there was no going back. The betrayal wasn't just emotional, it was calculated, and now it was mine to expose. The next morning, I acted as if nothing had happened. Emily left for work, still unaware that I had discovered everything. I spent the morning reviewing the footage, noting every detail. How long they were together, how comfortable she seemed, and the subtle gestures that betrayed intimacy. This wasn't a one-time lapse. It was deliberate, and she had planned it carefully around her lies. I decided to gather additional evidence before confronting her. I accessed her text messages, social media accounts, and emails. Patterns emerged quickly: flirty exchanges, secret conversations, and hints at meetups that she had conveniently disguised as friends' plans. Each message reinforced the story I had already witnessed on video. The betrayal wasn't just physical. It was emotional and manipulative, designed to make me oblivious while she carried on behind my back. By late afternoon, I felt ready. I called Emily, casually asking if she wanted to have dinner together. She agreed, assuming everything was normal. As she arrived home, I stayed calm, greeting her politely while mentally preparing to present the evidence. The contrast between her cheerful demeanor and the storm I was carrying inside was jarring. Once we sat down, I began speaking slowly, carefully choosing my words. "Emily," I said, "I saw the video last night. I know about the girls' night, and what it really was." She froze, her smile faltering. "What are you talking about?" she asked, a hint of nervousness in her voice. I didn't respond immediately. Instead, I played the video from my phone. The clarity of the footage left her speechless. Every gesture, every look, every act of betrayal was captured on camera. She tried to interrupt, stammering excuses, but I remained calm, letting the evidence speak for itself. "This," I said, my voice steady, "is not just a mistake. This is deliberate deception. You lied, you manipulated, and you betrayed the trust one gave you freely. And it all happened right under my nose." Emily's eyes welled up with tears, but her shame didn't absolve her actions. I wanted her to understand the magnitude of what she had done, to feel the weight of her betrayal as clearly as I had. Emily couldn't speak. The room was heavy with tension as I watched her struggle to find words. I remained calm, letting her reactions unfold naturally. I knew that emotional manipulation or denial would not save her this time. The video left no room for argument. "I trusted you," I said quietly. "And you chose to betray that trust in the most calculated way. I cannot ignore this. And our marriage cannot survive this level of deception." Tears streamed down her face, but it was too late. The damage had been done. The lies, the secret rendezvous, the manipulation, it all had consequences. I told her calmly that I would proceed with divorce. She tried to protest, promising it would never happen again, but the weight of the evidence and the planning she had put into her affair made it impossible to believe her. This wasn't a moment for reconciliation. It was a moment for accountability. I had spent nights strategizing, ensuring every step I took was clear, documented, and undeniable. In the following days, I filed for divorce and presented the compiled evidence. Every message, email, and the video itself left no ambiguity. Emily could not twist the story, blame me, or portray herself as a victim. The truth was laid bare, and I could finally reclaim control over my life. What surprised me the most was the sense of clarity and liberation I felt as the process unfolded. The betrayal had cut deep, but exposing it allowed me to regain my dignity. I wasn't acting out of revenge. I was acting to protect myself and hold the deception accountable. Every detail meticulously documented ensured that there would be no future disputes or misunderstandings about what had happened. As the divorce finalized, I reflected on the lessons learned. Trust is sacred, and deception carries irreversible consequences. Emily's choices led to the destruction of our marriage, but my response, calm, strategic, and evidence-based, ensured that I could move forward without lingering doubt or regret. The betrayal ended, but the clarity, strength, and resolve I gained from it would stay with me forever. I realized that confronting the truth head-on, gathering undeniable proof, and remaining composed throughout was the only way to truly reclaim my life. Emily had made her choice. I had made mine. And in that, I found closure, dignity, and the freedom to move forward, knowing the betrayal had been fully exposed and justice, at least in truth, had been served.